Television, your best station for news, politics, business, sports and entertainment. Your one-stop channel, Assets Television.
Hello and thanks for staying with us on Assets Television. Welcome to the news. I am Eugenia Solomon. First, the headlines. Nigeria and Brazil signed Memorandum of Understanding to advance private sector production of fertilizer. Again, Serap asks federal government to investigate missing funds from humanitarian ministry. Dangote reduces price of petrol ahead of yuletide season. The detail. The federal government, through the Ministry of Agriculture and Food Security and Fundação Getúlio Vargas of Brazil, have signed a Memorandum of Understanding to advance private sector development in fertilizer production, hybrid seed technology, and agriculture finance. The MOU was signed on behalf of the government by the Permanent Secretary of FMAFS, Temitope Fashedemi, and the President of FGV, Professor Carlos Ivan Simonson Lille, at FGV headquarters in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, on the sidelines of the G20 Leaders Summit. The State House Director of Information and Publicity, Abiodun Oladunjoye, in a statement revealed that under the MOU, private sector projects on fertilizer production, hybrid seed technology, and agricultural financing are projected to attract $4.3 billion in private sector investment. The statement is titled Nigeria-Brazil signed MOU to boost agribusiness in 774 local government areas. Oladunjoye said the agreement was a new phase of strategic collaboration between Nigeria and FGV, the Green Imperative Project lead implementer, one of the largest international agricultural technology transfer initiatives. Senior members of Nigeria's presidency, officials of FMAFS and FGV's leadership attended the signing ceremony. The chairman of Senate Committee on Media and Publicity, Senator Yemi Aderamodu, said the National Assembly would conduct an open debate on the tax reform bills before it for the input of Nigerians. Aderamodu, who said the majority of those criticizing the bill in the media had not seen it and acting based on the belief that anything tax-related was to place a burden on people. The senator representing the Ekiti South Senatorial District spoke to journalists at his hometown on Saturday. Similarly, the Senate has stated that President Bola Tinubu will likely present the 2025 budget this week. According to the Senate spokesperson Yemi Aderamodu, the Finance Committee will meet with the ministries, departments, and agencies today. Tinubu submitted the medium-term expenditure framework and fiscal strategy paper for 2025-2027 to both the Senate and the House of Representatives last Tuesday. Akpabio directed the Senate Committee on Finance, National Planning, and Economic Affairs to consider the MTEF FSP documents and report within 1 week. Key parameters in the MTEF FSP include a $75 oil per price benchmark per barrel, daily oil production of 2.06 million barrels, an exchange rate of 1,400 naira to a dollar, and a targeted GDP growth rate of 6.4%. These figures form the basis for consideration and approval of the proposed 47.9 trillion naira 2025 budget. While the Socio-Economic Rights and Accountability Project SERAP has called on President Bola Tinubu to order an investigation into alleged 55 billion naira of public funds missing, diverted, or stolen in the Federal Ministry of Humanitarian Affairs and Poverty Alleviation in 2021. SERAP made the call in a statement by its Deputy Director, Kolawole Oluwadare. It wants the President to direct the Attorney General of the Federation and Minister of Justice, Lateef Fagbemisan, and appropriate anti-corruption agencies to probe the allegations. According to the statement, it referenced the 2021 audited report released last week by the Office of the Auditor General of the Federation. SERAP demanded that anyone found guilty should be punished by law, and any missing public funds should be fully recovered and remitted to the Treasury. The group expressed worry that poor Nigerians have continued to pay the price for the widespread and grand corruption in the Federal Ministry of Humanitarian Affairs and Poverty Alleviations and other ministries, departments, and agencies. The National Insurance Commission and the Nigeria Data Protection Commission have signed a Memorandum of Understanding (MOU) to strengthen data protection in the insurance sector. According to a statement from NICOM, this is a significant step in enhancing data protection within the insurance sector. An implementation committee will be established comprising representatives from the two agencies as well as other key industry associations, including the Nigerian Insurers Association of Nigeria, Council of Registered Insurance Brokers, to ensure the effective implementation of the MOU. The committee's primary responsibility will be to monitor progress, provide guidance, and facilitate collaboration among stakeholders to guarantee the successful execution of the MOU. More stories will come your way after the news. After the break, stay with us.
Welcome to Asset Television, your best station for news, politics, business, sport and entertainment. Your one-stop channel, Asset Television.
Many thanks for staying with us. If you're just joining us, you are watching the news on Asset Television. Well, a coalition of federal opposition lawmakers have accused some People's Democratic Party, PDP governors, and 24 state party chairmen of plotting to keep the party's acting national chairman, Umar Damagum, in office until 2027 to weaken the party. The lawmakers made the claim during a press conference in Akokwa, Imo State. The spokesman for the group and member of representing Idiato North, Idiato South Federal Constituency, Imo State, Ikenga Ugochinyeri, said that plans had been perfected to prevent the National Executive Committee from selecting a substantive chairman from the North Central Zone as originally intended. He accused the party leadership of nurturing a political alliance with the Federal Capital Territory Minister Nyesom Wike. Crusoe Osage, the media aide to the immediate past governor of Edo State, Godwin Obaseki, has berated his principal's probe by the present administration of Governor Monday Okpebolo. Osage noted that Okpebolo lacks the vision to further develop the state and as such is using cheap political theatrics to cover his incompetence. The ex-governor's media aide's reaction came on the heels of the formation of a 14-member state Assets Verification Committee to investigate Obaseki's administration. In a statement made available by the media aide, the committee, which will be inaugurated on Tuesday, November 26, 2024, at the Government House in Benin City, will be chaired by Dr. Ernest Omahike. Anselm Ejezua will serve as a deputy chairman, while Frank Edebo will act as secretary, among other members. However, Osage, who claimed that his principal ran one of the most transparent, accountable and prudent government in the history of Nigeria, urged the present administration to rather focus on governance and improving the lives of Edo people. The Dangote Petroleum Refinery says it has reduced the price of its premium motor spirit from 990 naira per litre to 970 naira per litre. In a statement released, the Group Chief Branding and Communications Officer of the Dangote Group, Anthony Chejina, said the reduction was to appreciate Nigerians as the year ends. Chejina said the refinery would not compromise on the quality of its petroleum products while assuring Nigerians of the best quality products that are environmentally friendly and sustainable. Recently, both Independent and Major Marketers Association confirmed that the pump price of the petrol had started reducing in many parts of the country due to the competition that the deregulation of the downstream sector has caused. The spokesman, Independent Petroleum Marketers Association of Nigeria, Chinedu Okadike, said the agreement between IPMAN and the Dangote refinery is gradually pushing down the price of PMS. Now, ahead of the much-anticipated Nigerian Union of Journalists NUJ election for the Federal Capital Territory FCT Council, scheduled for December 4th, 2024, Comrade Grace Ike, the sole chairmanship candidate, has officially launched her campaign. During the flag-off event on Sunday at the NUJ FCT Secretariat in Abuja, Ike outlined her vision to empower journalists and foster inclusivity within the council. She emphasized that the time had come for a paradigm shift in the council's approach, calling on all journalists in the FCT to unite in driving the change. As part of her campaign kickoff, Ike organized a free eye care program where over 100 journalists benefited from eye examinations, medications, and prescription glasses. Ike reiterated her commitment to implementing policies that would prioritize the welfare of journalists, including providing insurance coverage and establishing a journalist village to ensure a sense of belonging for all members. She vowed to make everyone council member as a key stakeholder and ensure their voices are represented in their council decisions.
Passion and vision to redefine our beloved and prized This moment is more than a campaign. It is the birth of a movement driven by unity, innovation, and the collective dream of a stronger, more empowered union. With humility, transmission, and the ranks of I have ready to serve, I stand before you today to officially flag off my commitment to become the first female chairperson of the council. This campaign is not about me, but it's about us. This campaign is about the men's slogan. It is about one voice, new era. It is a clarion call for a new era. It is about standing together on the pillars of accountability, transparency, accelerated development, capacity building, innovation, improved welfare, and empowerment for all. I am not talking as a politician, but I'm talking as a journalist who, by the grace of God, will stand to ensure that all our promises will come to pass. I stand before you today to officially flag off, like I earlier said, and these are the building blocks of the brighter future we are all yearning for. As journalists, we are the guardians of truth, voices of the voiceless, and the watchdogs of the society. But how effectively can we carry out our assignment? That is the major question that should have over 1 million answers that we are getting for better for. But for how effectively can we carry out this noble duty of our own well-being that is neglected? Today, as part of this flag-off, we have organized a one-day free eye check, a symbol of my unwavering commitment to your welfare and the lies in the health and happiness of its members. The eye will not say I do not leave the house to work. And for vision, we all need to ensure that our eyes are well taken care of. And for me, that is the first step I needed to handle. This is going to be one out of many that will come. The board of consultation is we have to work, just like the master of daily says, health is wealth.
The event saw notable endorsements from a former NUJ Council chairman and a past president of the Nigeria Union of Women Journalists, NAWOJ, further boosting Ike's campaign momentum. Away from the national stories now, Israel's military says around 250 rockets have been fired by Hezbollah across the border from Lebanon, marking one of the heaviest bombardments of Israel since fighting intensified in September. Israel's police said several people were injured and buildings damaged in northern and central Israel, some of them near Tel Aviv. The attacks followed an Israel airstrike on central Beirut on Saturday, in which the Lebanese Health Ministry said 29 people were killed. Also on Sunday, Israeli media widely reported that Israel and Lebanon were moving towards a ceasefire agreement to end the fighting with the Iran-backed militia Hezbollah. Following reports on heavy fire from Lebanon, Israel's police said it had received reports of rockets debris falling in the Tel Aviv area. The Israel Defense Forces IDF said that a direct hit on one neighborhood and left houses in flames and ruins. And while in sports, Romelu Lukaku ensured Napoli maintained their 1-point lead at the top of Serie A with the only goal in Sunday's 1-0 victory over his old club, Roma. Belgium striker Lukaku poked home his 5th Napoli goal 7 minutes after half-time in Naples, heading veteran Claudio Ranieri a defeat on his return to management with his boyhood club Roma. Napoli lead Atalanta, Inter Milan and Fiorentina by a point in a crowded title race, which is yet to offer up a clear favorite for the Scudetto. Lazio can join the chasing trio on 28 points with a home win over Bologna in Sunday's late March, with Juventus 4 points off the pace in 6th. Well, with that sports story, we end the news. Do not forget to follow us on all our social media platforms for more updates and programs. On behalf of the entire news crew, I am Eugenia Solomon. Thank you for watching.
Welcome to Asset Television, your best station for news, politics, business, sports and entertainment. Your one-stop channel, Asset Television.